Hello, here is a Jesus Fit family. We are great to see you or to have you watch the clip. We found time to interact with nature and such as some of the God's provision that He gave in His divine love, that through nature we may learn of God's character, of God's love, because God Himself is love. We are privileged today to visit a river, and as you can see, we have the water flowing downstream. And what can we learn about this as sojourners in this pilgrimage? We are able to see that the water is able to cut through the rocks, not because of its strength, but it is due to its persistence. And so it is the persistence or the perseverance or the endurance that the water has. It makes it possible for it to cut across the river. We as Christians are being called forth to be persistent and perseverance, that regardless of the hurdles and the challenges that we may face in life, and then we should be persevering in faith, and knowing that at the end of the day, we shall emerge victorious and we shall be overcomers, because through Christ we are overcomers. Another lesson that we are able to learn is that the stream is flowing forward, and it has no ability to reverse, which means it is moving in a forward direction. We as a Christians, also join us in this pilgrimage, we ought to always move forward. And if there may be anything that can bar us or deter us from moving forward in faith, then let us seek for Christ, who is the rock. We can't see the rock here. The rock in the Bible symbolizes Jesus Christ. And we always ought to hide ourselves on the cleft of the rock. And the rock himself is Jesus Christ. And we are being called today that we may use the nature that God has provided unto us as a lesson. And it calls for protection of the environment that we have around, that we, through the nature that God has provided, we may get to learn of Him and understand His divine love for us. For more information about nature, we can read from the book of Step to Christ, and the chapter is 1. In the book, there is a well illustration of how God uses nature, and God uses nature so that we may learn of His goodness and His divine love. Thank you.